This was supposed to be up here. Assa! What is up, Cobra Kai fans? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Nation. Or what I should say is, what is up, Cobra Kai Nation? Because you are the nation. I'm Shamoon, host Cobra Kai Nation. So, it's another day, another live stream. You lucky mother. Nah, it's going to be fun. Wow, 80 people are live. 80 people are in this stream. We're live on Twitter. What's up to my Twitter fans? What's up to my Facebook fans? What's up to the YouTube fans? What's up to everybody? Hope you've all had a great weekend and a great Sunday. And to close off this Sunday, we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 6, of course. Fun, right? If you are a fan of the channel, you haven't subscribed yet, and you are watching this from Facebook, make sure you go onto the YouTube stream right now and subscribe to the channel. If you're from Twitter, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the like button because that really helps my videos and this stream to go into the algorithm so you can find more Cobra Kai fans, which we need to expand on the dojo. We need more Cobras. We need more Cobras to show no mercy. So, guys, how's it going? How's it been? Shamoon's hair is iconic. I appreciate that, dude. I'm actually getting another haircut soon. I'm not going short, don't worry. Just sort of to maintain my medium length for my hair. Because I always wait too long to get my hair cut. Cobra Kai student, what's happening, bro? Honestly, I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Hope you're doing well, brother. So just saying, if you guys got any questions. By the way, if you see me sneezing during the stream, just please ignore it because I've got hay fever. And my bunnies, a lot of their hair was like in the living room today, and like it just made me sneeze a lot, and my allergy sort of kicked off. But I nearly didn't do today's stream because of that reason. But no, we show no mercy. We keep going. We don't have no allergies. Remember when Johnny threw Miguel's asthma inhaler? That was funny. So yeah, I see a lot of regulars. Sean, Cobra Kai Talk, DJ Club Rules, Melissa, Melissa, haha. See what I did there? Kieran, what's happening, bro? How you doing, man? Ben, Celtics hitting banner 80. Hey, you better leave. Can't believe we got the Nuggets first round. Philomena, what's happening? How's it going? Appreciate that, DJ Club. Yes, like DJ Club said, if you haven't already, I uploaded a new video just now, and of course you can watch it after this live stream. I won't be on for too long today, but we'll be on for about half an hour at least. We can talk all about Cobra Kai Season 6. It's all for you guys. So we can start this off to kick off this Q&A. What's up, Minifigs? Cheers. How you doing, brother? I had my martial arts tournament on May 18th, which is one day before that Miguel won the All Vanities one. Wow. That's quite interesting, bro. That's quite interesting, eh? It's actually pretty cool. And that's also 3 days before, and 3 days after the teaser is out, or whatever we get on that day, which is interesting. Chile. But good luck with the tournament. Show no mercy. And I hope you smash it. I hope you win it, or go as far as you possibly can without plot getting in the way. Chill, dude. 123. What's happening? CKM, why do you think Daniel's gi has an American flag on it now? Ooh. Okay, I don't know. I've not seen anything about this. Okay, just prefacing, you guys, if you've seen any sort of spoilers or anything that really does spoil season 6, please do not talk about it in the stream. I won't talk about it. Even if someone has sent them to me and I have seen them, I won't talk about it. So don't want to spoil anything. But to answer your question, even as a theory, if there is an American flag on Daniel's gi, it'd be pretty obvious because they're representing the US in the Sekai Takai. That's the only American dojo from what we know. Unless Cobra Kai goes in as an American dojo. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what the gi design is like. You know, Frank Helmer, big shout out to the costume designer for Cobra Kai. He always does a great job with the gis. Like, look at the season 4 tournament gis. And, you know, funny enough, speaking of the tournament, it's been exactly 3 years since it filmed the season 4 All Valley, which is pretty crazy, right? I'm going to try and find a file from that All Valley, if I've got one. Where is... Can I put this on there? No, it's not going to work. But yeah, it's been 4 years. I mean, 3 years, guys. Crazy, right? Bro should be trying to be Miguel Stunt Double. Hey, you never know. I might already be. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no worries, man. I hope you smash it. I have all the faith in the world, brother, that you will. Thank you, Lisa. Make sure you smash the like button on this video if you haven't already, because that really helps me out and it helps the channel out. How was since Kreese open up a dojo to please still in this case? Wouldn't that bait him out? That's a very good question, Cobra Kai Talk. Let's talk about this. Because I think Kreese is going to be in the run. And then I think he's going to go to Korea. And him and Sensei Kim will team up, which is the bridge for him to rejoin Cobra Kai. And if Silver's still going to be part of that, because I don't think he's going to go to jail, he'll get out very quickly or very easily. He has the money for that. So I think Silver might try and still be part of Cobra Kai. But if he sees Kreese is back, like, how's he going to feel about that? Is Kreese going to essentially be pissed off if Silver's trying to still be in Cobra Kai? Of course, because Silver put him in prison over a lie. And, you know, I felt that if Kreese actually assaulted Stingray and Silver got him in prison, you'd still be pissed. But, you know, it's what happened. It actually happened. But I think Kreese is more pissed at the fact that he made a lie about him, and he also, like, betrayed him in a sense. And of course, Kreese is very pissed off about the fact that he saved this man's life many times in Vietnam, and, you know, Silver's had enough. He doesn't want that constant reminder. And it's to a point now where we're at a point now where I feel like Kreese just wants to claim victory and win everything. And this Sekai Takai is his way of claiming everything he's ever wanted, which is to take Cobra Kai to levels that he never did in just the Valley. And I think he's going to have an interesting season, because I feel that his season might be like Hawkins season 3, where he is doing his worst. He's so Cobra Kai, but towards the end of the season, we're going to see how he's basically kind of understanding, like, how it's affected his relationship with some of the characters like Tory and Robbie and Johnny, of course, because a lot of the reasons why he's been doing this because of Johnny. And I feel like there's going to be a scene where Kreese definitely has some pretty big moments to show us that redemption. That sort of like similarity in the scenes in season 4 in the tournament when Kreese sort of remembered, or Kreese very well remembered how he treated Johnny in Crikey 2. And you could see that he told Tory, or said to Silver about Tory, let her do what she wants. Now, if there's a moment, if Tory, let's just say this, if Tory ends up being a Cobra Kai and Sensei Kim tries to hurt her, or if Sensei Kim is trying to hurt her, as she is in an opposing dojo like Miyagi Fang or Miyagi Do, then I can see Kreese having the same moment in his head thinking, she's trying to hurt like Tory, like I can't stand by that. That's the moment he's gonna think no mercy is probably too far. I think he needs something to make him understand that someone he cares about is being shown no mercy. How's he gonna go about that? Like, he's showing mercy by telling Sensei Kim not to hurt her. Like, that's a big moment for him. And this leads me to the next question by Zolo EU. What's up? What do you think? Who do you think will win the tournament? I think there's a big chance. I still need to drop my video on this, but I've hesitated on it because I've kind of been thinking it could go in so many different directions. But the core four have the biggest chance of winning it for story and also where they want to go with that. But obviously, there's two characters in particular haven't won yet, Robbie and Sam. So those are two characters I think are more likely to win it. Miguel and Tory also have chances, and if they do like a duos bracket, I think everyone's gonna get the shine then. But how do you make sure that everyone's serviced without one character being left out? I mean, there's gonna be a character that doesn't win anything next season, but it's the arcs that matter outside of the tournament that are as important as the potential winners. Miguel with his father, if they bring that back, I feel like Hector's gonna be back next season. I also feel that we're gonna get a lot of craziness with Tori's like story with her family and her mom. Feel like there's gonna be loads of stuff with Sam, like really rooting for her dojo, with really wanting to win for her father and cement his legacy is not just the two-time All Valley champ, but the LaRusso legacy is that they have won in the the world tournament. And also just to fulfill her own legacy. Sam won the qualifier with such a big motivation to win, and I feel like we'll see that in the Sekai Takai. But also, I think Sam must win in the sense that it would be very Karate Kid if she won her division or the girls bracket in the Sekai Takai, and she won with this underdog spirit that there's no way she's winning this bracket because of the competition, but she wins because of she's got that support she has, and it's like an underdog thing because Daniel wasn't technically, if we're talking realistically, Daniel was never winning that All Valley. But it's the plot, but it's also the story so rich in the sense that Daniel won it because he's an underdog. And look, he went against the craziest opposition, Johnny Lawrence in his prime, with his he had been doing karate for like 4 or 5 years straight. He was a black belt, like a legitimate black belt, not a stolen black belt. And he'd won a few times. He was a 2-time champ at that point. So Johnny Lawrence, Mike Barnes, and Chosen. You never thought Daniel would win, but plot was a part of that. Plot can play a part of that in season 6. So, Sam could definitely win. Tory, again, Miguel and Robbie. I mean, Miguel could go all the way, but then maybe Robbie finishes the fight and he wins instead of Miguel. I mean, there's so many different ways, but I don't think they're going to try and take away moments from characters. There's got to be a serviceable story for that in order to happen. And I just think it's so clear, like, we don't want anyone getting done dirty this season, and everyone will get their shine. Jon has made that very clear, that this season everyone gets a shine. You know, Johnny, Daniel, the mains, the OGs, the OG legacy characters, of course, like Kreese, Chosen, Terry, you know, and then also like just generally the main young core four, and then obviously Eli and Dimitri as well. They all deserve their shine. I mean, it's going to be harder they balance it, but we know they got a great way of doing that. But to answer your question, it really comes down to Robbie and Sam, but it could be so many different characters. Maybe it could be a chance that only one character wins, and we still don't know like how the Sekai Takai is going to go. I feel like it could be a blood sport thing where they have to fight till they, um, you know, who wins, or who like concedes, kind of thing. Or if that's too much for Cobra Kai, maybe it's, you know, it's not a point. You don't get points based on, you know, punching or landing a kick, landing a punch. You get points if you win the fight. Could you imagine how tense that would be? So it doesn't matter how many times you punch or kick someone. If you win straight up by defeating them and they can't fight anymore, could you imagine like them winning points based on actually winning, not just because they got points? Like, that would be really crazy. That would be interesting. So yeah, I can't wait to see how they go about the tournament. Like, there's so many different ways. What subjects do you think the teen character will major in when they get to college? That's an interesting one. See, this could be the way they end the series. Is if some of them go to college, what do they study? I feel like Miguel could be, because he wants to study. I mean, he could major in. He could be a sensei, of course. Any of the young characters have that potential, but he might. He might do a whole lesson on he might major in psychology, you know? Because in the sense, like, Miguel has gone through so much in his life, he might wanna help, other kids, you know, get through life. Maybe that's not for him, or he could just he might work for LaRusso also. Or what if Daniel gave him the hands to kind of running it because of, like, him, you know, teaching him about his first, car fixing his first car, driving for the first time. I feel like maybe Daniel sees a lot of potential in him in that sense. Because if Sam doesn't want to continue LaRusso Auto, maybe perhaps Miguel does. Sam, I could see, it's kind of difficult. I feel like Sam could be PE teacher. Who knows? If I mean, Tory's back in school, but we don't know what she wants to major in. Perhaps she goes a similar route to. Maybe she actually becomes a psychiatrist, or wants to help other kids that go through, you know, hardships or need guidance. And actually, you know what? It sounds really on the nose when I say it like this, but if Tori was a guidance counselor, like a different type of guidance counselor, not like your typical not like Counselor Black, but if you could imagine like Tori being a guidance counselor to help kids, that would be quite an interesting one. I don't know if you guys saw the same on that. Um Robbie. He's back in school, I think. So how would that go? Robbie, I feel like Robbie and Miguel could definitely just focus on the karate, whereas I feel like Sam and Tori might go other ways. But it could be Robbie and Tori focus on the karate. Sam and Miguel don't. They go and live their life in other ways. There's so many ways I could go about it. Um, Robbie to win the Sekai Takai. I feel like a lot of people want to see that. Um, so I got 2 silver medals in my tournament. My opponent had a higher belt than me and had completed international. Wow. So you basically fought someone in the Sekai that had been in the Sekai Takai. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, that will make you a better fighter overall as well. And yeah, thanks for you guys for just saying that. Like, yeah, please no spamming in the chat. You will be put on a timeout because it gets annoying, and it also gets in the way of people's questions. So please don't do that. Keemund, is that how you say it? Or Kamen? Sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong. Keemund Bell, Shimon, I would love to see you in actually in season 6. I saw a video of you talking with the cast Cobra Kai, so that'd be really nice to have you on set, but it's very unlikely. Uh, wow. I first of all, that's a massive compliment for you to say that. And also, if you're talking about the panel I did in Atlanta, massive shout out to ATL Comic Convention, the team that allowed me to do that. They were awesome, and I'm so honored. I've been wanting to do a panel for so long, you know, let alone a Cobra Kai panel, which was badass. And I had so many questions I wanted to ask about season 6, but you know, it was such a fun panel regardless. And one thing I loved is that Peyton said on one of the episodes of Lone Lobos, it was the first episode after that panel. The Jacob and Shirley did of Lone Lobos. Peyton behind the camera was saying that Jacob had the most fun on that panel. And I'm probably guessing it's because of Gianni, because Gianni was hilarious on that panel. But just to hear her say that, I just felt really happy. And hey man, I would love to be in the show. I literally have, it's one of my biggest dreams is to be in Cobra Kai, and I I've loved this show from the beginning, and yeah, I never thought I'd actually be in it. Thinking about it now, and I never say never. I would love to be in the show though, that's for sure. And I guess you're just gonna have to find out. But no, I love this show so much. I really do want to be in it, you know. So yeah. Um I heard rumors that Judy might be in the new season. I think she will be because she's like the one character that could return from the next Karate Kid. That makes sense for Cobra Kai, especially with a lot of the female characters in the show. And a female Miyagi-Do sensei is someone we've never met before in the show, other than a female Cobra Kai sensei, which they announced in season 5, which is Sensei Kim. So, you know, what's your answer to that? Bring in Julie Pierce, and also just service her character, because she was actually one of the characters that I really liked in that film, and I felt had the most potential in being involved in the show. So, um, oh my god, yes, I cannot wait. I consider going live for that on my Marvel channel, but I'm just gonna drop my reaction because that's gonna be something else, dude. I cannot wait. Very excited for that. Um, Kreese is very broken for sure. Yeah. Um, Thank you so much for the donation, Abdurrahman Naveed. Is that his it? That's a cool name. Thank you so much for the donation. And will Mike Barnes help Jon and Daniel in season 6? It's funny you say that because I literally recorded a video the other day about that because I did make one originally before, but I actually held on not uploading it because I actually wanted to redo my theory because I feel like it would make more sense the way I've explained it now in the new video. But I think he will. I think he will help Johnny and Daniel um, in season 6 because his arc can be serviced more if he's involved in the tournament stuff. I feel like he's going to play a big part in helping them prepare because he's done bigger tournaments in the All Valley. Like I want to see a flashback in season 6 that shows us what Mike was doing prior to him being called by Silver to come to the Valley and to basically compete in this All Valley tournament, because he might have actually tried to be in the Sekai Takai at some point. Like, how do we know that Mike Barnes doesn't already know about that tournament and he actually tried to compete in it? But the reason why he couldn't is because he got banned from karate. Like, we might find that something interesting. But yeah, I think it's like one of those things. Sorry, guys. I've just seen who is spamming right now. I'm just gonna time out some people. So sorry about that, guys. Um, I'm just gonna try and find some other questions, but yeah, I think Mike can play a big part in that, and I just want to see a big flashback with Mike being in a national tournament, and then him sort of realizing like there's other dojos that also he might have now recognized. Like, what if Sensei Kim in the past had been in a Sekai Takai and she failed to make her father proud or her grandfather proud with the way of the fist? Like, we don't know. There might be some sort of scenario out there we didn't know about. I would love to see him connect Mike to that side of the tournament stuff because it connects that part of Karate Kid 3. It really brings it full circle, and also the stuff with Sensei Kim, it gives us more on her. So, her chance with um Cobra Kai or in this next season with Kreese in the Sekai Takai, that is the big chance she has to win. But perhaps in the past she's failed to win it and being in it. So we don't actually know if she's actually participated in one before. I mean, has she ever done a tournament? You never know. So that's another thing. What is up, Cobra Kai World? I'm gonna have to make some mods. I mean, if you're not a channel member, usually I wouldn't. If you become a channel member, I can make you a mod right now, but I feel like my mods that I already have are never really here. So um, I'm gonna I'm going to make some people moderators that I've seen on here quite often. Um, thank you so much, Clifford Favors, for the super chat. I'm gonna make you a mod because you are always here. I feel like there's some people that should be mods that I haven't made mods yet. If I make you a mod, I expect you to be a badass. Yeah, I'll make some of you standard mods. If you become a channel member, I'll make you like a managing moderator, if that makes sense. Because there's two types. But yeah, you know what to do if you're a moderator, just gotta time out people that spam or any sus stuff. Like, please get on it. But yeah, thank you so much, Sam, for becoming a new member. I hope you've been well, man. It was great to meet you at the Liverpool Comic Con. What's going on, Tyler James? How's it going, bro? Hope you're well. It's been a while, Sam. Yeah, hope you've been well, buddy. Skylar screams US military. Interesting. Your super chat, Clifford. I don't know where it's gone. Here we go. Do you think they will bring more UFC fighters, contenders, and Sekai Takai? Oh, see, when season 5 came out, or when they dropped that trailer, I immediately recognized Tyron Woodley and Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy Thompson. They're both UFC fighters. Well, Tyron Woodley retired, but he was champion at one point in the middleweight division. And Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, he is most renowned for not only being a badass UFC fighter, and he might have won in the past, been a champion, if I can remember correctly. But he's also a karateka expert. Like, he uses karate in UFC fights, and he does it so well. He is really what karate is about when you fully use it. Like, he uses it so effectively. When people say karate doesn't do shit and all this, like, he uses the karate in the way that people are talking about when we say it's a deadly art, because it really is. I think I might sneeze in a second. Okay, I think maybe not. Hold on. Okay, it's gone now. What's up, Evan? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, I think that thank you so much for saying that. Um Honestly, though, I think we will see some more. I would love to see Stephen Wonderboy Thompson back because he was one of the Cobra Kai senseis with Sensei Kim. I would love to see George St. Pierre in Cobra Kai. I mean, he hasn't fought in a while, but he might have retired now. He absolutely loves Cobra Kai. Like I remember posting a photo of him a while ago with a Cobra Kai shirt on my Instagram. He's definitely got a very interesting potential to be in the show, even just as a cameo. He could be one of the senseis in Sekai Takai. I'm just trying to think who else. Anderson Silva, because I heard there's a Brazilian dojo in the Sekai Takai. That would be really cool if he was involved. Just trying to see. Oh, you've been a member for 2 months. I don't know why I said new member. Well, that's awesome, Sam. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. How do you think Terry will escape prison? Honestly, like, I just don't even think he might go to prison at this point. He's got the money. He knows a DA. You know, he probably has other contacts we don't know about. I can definitely see him getting, even if he is in prison for a bit. I think for the first half of the season, we might not see him. That might be just him dealing with some legal troubles. So it's kind of come full circle for him because remember he said to Sensei Kim in season 5, episode 6, John Kreese had to deal with some legal troubles. And then when he finds out, when Sensei Kim finds out that John Kreese was betrayed by Silver, she might lose faith in Silver. So, or she might not get involved, but she does have, she cares for Kreese more than Silver for sure. Oh, thank you for joining, Cobra Kai Rapper. I appreciate that, man. Have a great day, man. What's up, Cinema Fan 97? Yasmin would probably major in cosmetology or fashion design. I can see that. I can imagine Moon majoring in like philosophy or she kind of gives me fashionista vibes, but she might not major in some of that. With all the stuff going on with her friends, you never know. She might want to pursue psychology as well. That was an awesome Comic-Con, bro. That was so cool. Like, I think that's arguably like the best Comic-Con I've gone to. Guys, hold on a second. I'm just gonna grab a tissue. So I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. 1 second, guys. Oh, but yeah, that was a hell of a Comic-Con, man. That was so fun. Just wish there was more Comic-Cons like that soon, but I'm sure there will be. Very excited for that. Also, if we can get this live stream to 100 likes, please smash the like button right now on the stream, and it will really help out the channel and also having more people see these streams. So on to the next question. What have we got? Oh, Freddie Kurgan Nemo, thank you so much for the donation. I want to see Dugan return up Kreese when he escapes from prison. Wow. You think Dugan... See, I can see Dugan being in the next season, but I'm just curious how that would fit in. Like, how would they honestly go about that, you know, with Dugan? It's easier to bring back Judy Pierce because there's naturally a way to be in it. Dugan's kind of like, how does he fit in? Like, Alpha Elite was in a school, so does he try and do that with East Valley? But East Valley High, I'm just sorry, West Valley High. Doesn't really make sense. Because I just don't think that should be a focus unless he becomes like a principal. I want to ask you guys this, because this question that CKW, or answer that CKW just said, I actually did make a little, I tweeted about this, about Andrew Garfield. I can honestly see him. It's very on the nose. But this is more of like a fan thing. I would love to see Andrew Garfield cameo in Cobra Kai season 6, but as a sensei of the English dojo that is going to be in the world tournament. And he has he's part of the dojo. And maybe his nickname Spider or something. Or perhaps he's a sensei called Peter, or his sensei name is Parker or something. I've said this in a few streams like over the last 2 years, and I actually would love to see that. Or since season 5. Oh, what's up, Ibrahim? Hope you're well. Honestly, I'm just happy for the guy. He's been smashing it, and him being his Smurf is going to be funny because he's a good voice actor. He's been doing some other projects as well, and he's lined up to do them. I mean, he was in the Boys Diabolical Prime Video animation series, well, which is really cool. Oh, what's up, Kev? How you doing, man? We definitely will, bro. So stay tuned. Melissa, how much of an influence do you think Master Kim has over Kreese and Silver? And who out of the two do you feel like he may have bonded with the most? I feel like it was more of an equal thing from the flashback we saw. However, I think perhaps Silver upheld like Master Kim more. But you never know. Like maybe he liked Kreese more naturally. Maybe he thought Silver wasn't strong enough. But Silver seems to bring up Master Kim more than Kreese ever has. But you never know. Master Kim might really like Kreese, or it could be a thing where he didn't really like. He might have not liked Kreese that much, but Sensei Kim liked him. From what the flashback we saw, the way young Kreese winked at Sensei Kim, I think that hinted at like maybe he looks out for her. Like Kreese always looked out for Sensei Kim or Kim Daeun even when she was a kid. But with Master Kim, he probably liked Silver more. Maybe his urgency to learn more about the way of the fist and stuff. So we'll see. That's a good question, Melissa, because I think we might find out like the sword training as well. Silver knows how to use the sword. Martin Cove was seen in the production teaser for season 6 using a sword, and I'm sure Kreese also knows how to use a sword. He's just never really done a scene with a sword. But we know he grabbed a sai in season 3, so he definitely knows how to use weapons. I mean, I feel like they're gonna buff him up a lot in season 6. What's up, Jenny? How you doing? What storyline could Sam have in season 6? I can see her having the storyline of really trying to uphold her own, make her own legacy in this tournament, because her dad never competed in the tournament. I mean, if Sam wins the Sekai Takai, you could argue that that's more impressive than Daniel winning twice in the All Valley, because this is the world tournament. And it's like, wow, like Sam's made a legacy for herself that not even her dad has. And it just gives way more to just has a massive moment for her to win or at least go really far, because Daniel's never done that. Like if we're being realistic, Daniel would have probably never had gone far in the world tournament if he did compete back then. I just don't think it would have been that possible for him. You know. But yeah, sorry guys. Um, it's interesting to see how they like go about all of this stuff because it's really down to Sam getting the victories. Like I think a lot of people want her to get that shine, and you know I think Sam's gonna probably have a lot of moments with Tory in next season. I feel, and lot with Miguel and the core four. I feel like there's gonna be so much there, and I can't wait to see what they do because there's literally so much they can do in that regard. So I just really hope we get a lot of stuff like that for Sam. I think it's time to see her do really well in that sense, and looking forward to it. Also, I think Sam is a character that does deserve this kind of victory based on her journey. Being in Daniel's shadow, maybe like, oh, she's LaRusso 2.0. Okay, so does that mean like does that mean LaRusso 2.0 means she'll succeed her father? Like it sounds like it. Um but yeah. Yeah, my allergies are kicking in, Ty Cox. What's happening, man? Wax on and off and hit the like button. um I nearly said that to Jacob as a joke when I saw him. I was like, dude, because you're so legit at martial arts. Like, I love to just have a little spar with you because I used to do a lot of martial arts growing up. So he'd definitely be better than me because he's practiced more consistently and like way more than I have in the last 5-6 years. But like when I get the chance, I do practice. But that would be fun, and Tanner as well, man. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. If I were to spar with Shola, that'd be quite funny as well. But yeah, William or anyone like Thomas Ian Griffith, hell no. Like I can imagine those guys being ruthless. I mean, you've seen the size of William Zabka's forearms, bro. Like him blocking you must hurt. And Thomas, just the intimidation, man. That's gonna make you like his kicks are powerful. I bet if you got on one of the end of those kicks, like that would hurt, dude. Like if he does like a spinning side kick, a hook kick, like doesn't matter where he hits you, bro, you're gonna get hurt. But yeah, I missed any questions. Do you know where the Sekai Takai takes place? Well, it's gonna take place in Japan, but I think also like Barcelona is one of the locations. But they could be around other parts of the world. Maybe Korea could be one of them, but I think Japan will be the main part. For that. You're welcome, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I think with what am I saying? I think with Freddie, thank you again for another donation. Do you think we'll finally get to hear You're the Best Round in episode in season 6? 100%. I want to see this. I hope we do. I remember Joe Esposito told me he recorded. So this is the man that sang the song. He made it. You're the best around. The man that sang it, that composed it, he actually told me during when I interviewed him for season 3 on my Instagram live. He actually told me that he was gonna have his song featured in season 4, I believe, because he filmed for the Karate Kid Reunited Apart video that they promoted the OG actors from Karate Kid right before Cobra Kai season 3 released on Netflix. And at the end, Joe Esposito sung "You're the Best Around," and he actually said he was going to like they were gonna feature it in the show. And I think maybe he assumed he was gonna be in the 4th season with that song, but I think they maybe kept it for the Sekai Takai because I really hope we see that in the Sekai Takai. I think it makes more sense in that way because with this world tournament, like it would be really cool if there was a moment where they played it. Um, and it's just such a song that everyone wants to hear, man. They gotta play it. They have to play it. So yeah, I think they will. Have the Rock cameoed. Imagine that. That'd be kind of crazy. Do you think we're going to see a lot of footage on the 14th? Is that Netflix upfront events on the 15th? But I'm expecting a teaser, a release date minimum, a 3-second burst of like trailer shots as well. So we'll have to see what they drop because I'm not confirming that teaser is going to be the thing because they haven't made that clear that it's a confirmed teaser. But I'm telling you that I think it will be because of the trend with May. We always get a teaser or some sort of news about season of Cobra Kai, and I think we're due something now because they've started the marketing campaign since the start of the year for season 6. So I think it makes sense. I think we need to find out about the release dates and everything. Sorry, I just heard a noise. So yeah, I'm hoping that we do get a lot for fans, or when the season drops, if it's over summer or the fall, how many volumes, and of course a little bit of season 6 because they have filmed for like 4 months at this point, so they've got a lot of footage they can use. Oh, what's up, Jaden? Thank you for joining, pal. Hey, bro, big fan. I love your shorts with the mini games. Is CK your favorite show? Yeah, it has to be. I think easily in my top 3. I mean, I do love it the most. Probably, it's just I've never seen a show impact me so much that I'm gonna make a channel on it. I'm gonna fully get involved in its community and the other fans that love it. Like I've never had that other than Marvel and some other shows. I've never seen a YouTube community or a fandom so connected like Cobra Kai, and I feel like that's what I love about it. And I just wish I started the channel sooner than when I did. But it's so cool that we have this fandom and people that really support it or see the show as a they see it in the same way as you do with the same passion. And yeah, I absolutely love doing those little games on shorts. So thanks for your support, man. Appreciate that. You think it's possible Territor was in the teaser? Well, this is the thing, actually, I did mention yesterday. I don't think they would spoil him being back in the new season, but there's a possibility that he could be in the official trailer. But, in the first teaser, if it's for the first volume, they're going to show footage from. I don't think he would be in the trailer for that reason. I think they want. I said this yesterday. I think they want to keep it mysterious and just sort of like keep everything like hush on Silver right now because I think they just want to keep things more interesting in that way. But yeah, that's the reason why I was saying about Thomas. I mean, he's a black belt in Taekwondo. He probably knows some other martial arts. I don't know karate. I don't know if he's done karate, but I know Taekwondo is his main thing. Yeah, like he's 6'5", so his kicks are crazy. Like you have to be so aware of your own spacing and positioning and just the actual movement to dodge one of those kicks is nasty. You got to be very good at what you do if you want to fight someone like that. But yeah, remember Bruce Lee beat Kareem? I know Bruce Lee's Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is not a martial artist like that, but a dude of his stature lost to Bruce Lee. Never say never, but you got to see about the skill and everything. Why would you cry if season 6 comes in December? Because we'll have a big marketing campaign for it if it's coming out then. I mean, that might be one of the potential release dates for one of the volumes, because I still think we're getting volumes. Um, Kreese at the airport teaser. That's interesting. I actually think he's 6'5" or 6'4". Well, I've heard from many people he's 6'5", and I've also researched this a while ago. Over eight with aging, like, you do lose a tiny bit of like height, like maybe 1 inch of height. Because I think Martin Cove was taller, but he's like a little bit shorter because since he's got older. Um, but he's not exactly a small guy. He's still like just about 6 foot 5'11". Um, I mean, when I met him, he was a tall guy. He's built as well, like, because but especially back in the day. Um, will we see Ali in season 6? Hmm. I hope we do, because I want to see her, Komiko, and Jessica have a scene together. That'd be really cool. And then Amanda as well, Carmen, Rosa, her mother, Lucille there. I want, this is all at the wedding for Johnny and Carmen. That'd be cool. But I really hope we see stuff like that. Are you hyped for the Deadpool 3 trailer tomorrow? Yes, I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be fun. Um, the comic. Do you think we'll get to see Silver in the middle of the season? Will they save him for the last half? Best for last. Well, I think halfway through the season we'll see him. It'll probably be like what they did with Kreese in season 5. I think they might do that with Silver for the first half of the season. So we might see him in episode 5, and then after that we don't see him. I mean, we see him reoccurring, but before, I don't think we're going to see him until like halfway through the season. That's just my honest guess, because I think it makes sense, because I think Kreese is going to have more focus in the start of the season, which would make more sense to me, and just what they're doing with the story. But yeah. Oh, that one guy, whatever you saw, that was a fake teaser. That wasn't real. Um, okay, this is a good question, Kev. I mean, in the new Karate movie, do you reckon it'll follow up after Cobra Kai season 6? We still haven't got confirmation that's part of the Miyagi-verse, but I think one thing that will give it away is that this film is not involved with the big three. The Cobra Kai creators are not involved. And so it's one of those things. But yeah, I think we'll find out. I mean, I personally don't think, if it's linked to it, you would think the creators would be involved with the film at least, but I don't think. I might not. I hope it does, but they could be doing their own thing with it. I do not know, mate. Yeah, Jesse Cove is way taller. He's like 6'2", I think. He's gigantic. He's a really muscly dude, bulky dude. Just reading some. Just trying to see what other questions you guys had. I was supposed to finish this at half an hour. We're at the 54th minute now. I should have probably ended it at half an hour, but it is what it is. Yeah, I totally agree with you, CKW. They're gonna have to give Kreese a buff, especially if he's fighting Silver. I feel like my theory on this, I said this on Way of the Fist with Cobra Kai Kid like 2 years ago after we saw season 5, is that I personally think we will see a fight scene with those two where it switches to young Kreese and young Silver. And when Kreese is getting the upper hand, against Thomas's Silver, it's young Kreese, but then when it flips, it's Thomas, and then vice versa. We see John Kreese fighting Martin Coves Kreese fighting him, and then it switches to Nick Marini, who played young Silver. Like, it'd be interesting because when you think of the flashbacks, young Kreese has this like sort of like edge over young Silver, and Thomas clearly is the more superior one out of him and Martin in terms of the fighting in present day. So I feel like they would need to do something. Maybe Silver has to be weakened in some way, or if he's like really drunk and Kreese just finds it easy to fight him, it could be that. But I feel like the symbolism and the extent of this fight with young versions of them, with the present versions of them, there's so much going on there. It's like a flashback to Vietnam. It's a flashback to their training with Sensei, with Master Kim. It's like a death match. Like, one of them could die in this fight. I feel like there's going to be some crazy conclusion with this fight. If it's one of them gets hurt, Kreese dies. Maybe he tries to kill Silver. Maybe the fight stops, but maybe Silver tries to get like a little last second attempt at him, but maybe Johnny gets in the way. Then Kreese saves him, ends up dying with the getting stabbed by a sword, or they could do some dramatic thing. Like, I feel like there's going to be some crazy stuff that happens with this fight with Kreese and Silver. I really do. What's up, Jackie? I think you're new. I don't think I've ever seen you in here. Welcome to Cobra Kai Nation. I feel like Miguel and Robbie will have a lot of bonding this season. They could butt heads. Because I remember Jon Hurwitz said about this. It could be like the Step Brothers movie where they really grow on each other this season, and they really look out for the little sibling that they're gonna share, and they've got a lot to do this upcoming season, especially because they've got the upcoming world tournament, and there's a lot going on with the family. So there's a lot. I hope Miguel gets to meet Shannon Keen, and I hope Shannon and Robbie have I hope there's a scene where Carmen, Miguel, Shannon, and Robbie are literally sitting together, and they Shannon and Carmen get to know each other better. Robbie and Miguel obviously share moments, and obviously Johnny's there. That'll be quite funny. I hope they do something like that. Do you think we'll see Daniel's mum again for the final season? Yeah, I said it earlier on. I think we got to see Lucille. I think that'd be great if we saw her. And she's also Randy Heller, who plays Lucille. She's awesome. I think it makes a lot of sense as well with that. So, yeah, I think we've got to see at the wedding, at Johnny and Carmen's wedding. That'd be quite funny, actually, if Daniel especially invited her. Yeah, I feel like they will, even if they're not buddy like Miguel and Robbie. I think Sam and Tory will have a respect for each other at least. And I think if Tory's mum dying, I feel like that will happen. It will gravitate her towards Sam and the LaRussos, and especially because Amanda was like a support network for her in season 4 and season 5. Sam was trying to get to understand Tory more at the end of the season. And obviously, she helped her in that fight in the finale against Sensei Kim. So there's a lot of foreshadowing there for what's to come with those two. And also, I think Daniel finally having a conversation with Tory, that's got to happen. And I feel like the LaRussos are going to be the family that really supports her in this scenario if her mum dies. And they teased that her mum was going to die in season 4. Remember when her aunt Candace said, your mother's going to kick the bucket soon? It was right outside the dojo in season 4. So it's definitely an interesting one, guys. Very interesting. So what did you guys think of this whole scenario? It's definitely an interesting one with Sam and Tory, but I think the result of her mother dying, Tory might get pushed away from the tournament, and I think Tory might pull out of the tournament and maybe she won't be competing with Miyagi Fang, but who knows? Like, what if like Kreese finds us out and catches up to her, and says like you should come, like I can take care of you, but you have to um he's sort of I don't want it to be like that way. He's like forcing her to rejoin him, or being in Cobra Kai wouldn't make sense for her, and because of Sensei Kim being there, and she doesn't like Tory. But if they are, if Silver there could be a scenario where Silver tries to help her scenario and sort out her whole scenario with the money, and how does she look after herself and her brother. Like, I can see him maybe trying to do something to sway Tory back to Cobra Kai, but after what she did, I can see Silver being like a bit of an evil guy with this scenario. But I just hope that I want to see Sam and Tori interact more with what's going on with her life, so Sam can really offer that support. But I think Amanda and Daniel are definitely gonna think about what they can do to help Tori. It could be a thing where she just doesn't want their help, but they would feel very bad, I think. So yeah, I think we're going to see Hilary Swank come back in the first episode of season 6. Yeah, I'm actually seeing. I haven't. It's not. I don't think it's out in the UK yet. But the new film Hilary Swank's in, I'm actually seeing it. I think it's Wednesday or Tuesday. I'm seeing it one of those days, but I'm basically going to be going to see that this coming week, which is going to be fun. So can't wait. So yeah, guys, we've hit the hour mark. Thank you all for your involvement in today's stream. I really appreciate it as always. Thank you to all the people that have super chatted: Freddie, Clifford, Naveed, Philomena. Thank you so much for all your donations. And Philomena, I'm sorry, I don't actually think I answered the question. This will be the last question. John in his Q&A said we're not officially involved. Yeah, officially involved. I remember him saying that. But he did say that they aren't really involved overall. I think he made it more clear somewhere else. I mean, if they're involved, they would have very minimal roles in what's going on, but I won't be surprised if Sony Pictures Entertainment asked for their guidance on the film. But then you would think, okay, if you're gonna ask them for their help, surely you're gonna have them involved in the film. But maybe they offered something they didn't want, or they didn't like the idea of what they're doing because they wanted to make the film completely. And perhaps they wanted to make it more focused with the characters from Cobra Kai rather than what they were doing with having Jackie Chan and all these other cast members involved. So it could be something like that as well. Yeah, it's. I mean, with John, he's very honest about it, but yeah, like he said, when they're not officially involved. But I remember a source that said that the creators were going to be involved in the sense that they're not involved in production, but they're like spokespersons or people that they Sony have gone to for advice on the Miyagi-verse stuff. So it could be that, but I guess we'll have to find out. I'll tell you what, though, if anything ends up, if this Karate Kid film is great, I can imagine the creators having some sort of input. Like, I would not be surprised if it was because of the creators the film ends up being great. Because they really do understand the Miyagi-verse, and hopefully, like, Sony hasn't just sort of taken their style and ideas and just made a film from it. Yeah, they don't actually own the rights to the Miyagi first, but they've made it so great with Cobra Kai, and they've enhanced what the Karate Kid was for fans, and I love what they've done. So it's really a big thing, and yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, thank you for all the super chats, everybody. Really appreciate that, and I really hope you have a great rest of your day. I think it's like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock for some of you guys in the States. So for me, it's like midnight, so I'm gonna go to bed in a bit. Got a busy week. Cannot wait. Everybody, have a great day. Make sure you have subscribed to Cobra Kai Nation if you haven't. turn on all notifications. Follow me on Instagram. And if you have any ideas, theories, predictions, anything that you want to ask me for the next stream, comment them in the actual comments. And obviously, hopefully, you'll be on the live stream. And I'll try and answer them. I'll probably try and do some shorts as well to answer some questions, because I get so many all the time, and I'd love to answer more of your questions on this stuff. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.